Day 12 of the Radio Free Skaro Fluid Links Advent Calendar. Halfway done, folks. So it's
halfway out of the darkness.
Halfway out of the darkness. It's appropriate that Michelle Leake chimes in, TARDIS Blue in 1963. Create your own TARDIS interior, but don't use anything previously done in the show. I feel like that is expressly directed at Warren, so you just can't say.
I'm pretty sure it is, yes.
So yeah, anything in the so design your own TARDIS interior. So I so no round things, I guess. Maybe the round thing. The round things are always there. Like that's the wall, but like a console or
well, thankfully that takes the washing up bowls from the Time Monster out of the mix.
That's true.
You cannot have those.
So you can't have just can't have roundels at all. So you have to have walls. But what would the walls be like in this?
You could
TARDIS?
You could have.
I'm gonna have a Zygon themed TARDIS, so you can titivate the fronds.
Would we want 70s style wood paneling that everyone had in their basement back in the day?
That's veering pretty close to the wood paneling we already had in the 1970s, which we're distinctly told not to use. So I don't.
I have one request. Okay. We don't have any blue LEDs because that will date this time more than anything else.
What about like fiber optic lamps and stuff? That sort of thing, maybe, no?
How about just a swinging 60s pad with a console in the middle of it?
Maybe.
Shag carpet?
Fun. Like something I have Nerf's Fever Dream.
Like a Austin Powers kind of thing or something.
Yeah, exactly.
With all the swirls, all the mod swirls and things. I do kind of like when they really got into the 60s, it was very staid, the TARDIS console room through the original run.
Well, the biggest they ever got into that kind of stuff was in like War Machines.
Yeah, and it was in black and white, and it wasn't the TARDIS, but
Yeah, it was in the Inferno Club, but yeah.
You have to think that maybe like the Time Lord influence was there. I feel like the War Chief came along and says, "Okay, I like what you've done at this place, but here's the thing. See this medallion around my neck? That means I am a mod superstar. How about we put swirls everywhere, man? Let's make this thing crazy." Dig. So that's what I think it's the Gallifreyan element of putting mod swirls in the TARDIS, I think.
Speaking of things like that, like it makes me think of the set from what the heck was that? Ronan Martin's Laugh-In?
Laugh-In, yeah.
Yeah. Because they had things like that.
Sock it to me? Yeah, that's
How about the Star Trek Next Generation bridge, but you take out the console for the pilots and you put, or indeed for the captain's chair, and you put the actual TARDIS console in the Next Generation style in there.
Really?
Yeah. So it's 80s style.
That's
sounds like a mashup that does not need to happen.
No.
It does not need to happen.
That's like the interior of a Saab 9000, which is exactly what it is. Yeah. I don't know if we want that. What could we do? Like, would you make it like make it very now? Like, what if you made like a futuristic one? I mean, you'd have to have the console, right?
Well,
like the console.
Futuristic stuff always dates. Like you think back to
and if it's now, you have to have lots of LCD screens.
I think it's just like a bank of like Macintosh computers or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. For
old Macs. I want to see Mac classics.
Yeah. That'd be amusing, or Commodore or something like that. There do need to be like more like dot matrix printers. There's never been a proper printer in the TARDIS, I don't think. I think there should be.
No, there wasn't there? Wasn't the in Logopolis?
I suppose we never really saw it though, did we? We need more. Let's see.
Didn't like fault locator stuff get printed out back in the Hartnell era?
Locator.
Am I misremembering?
It might have been ticker tape, more ticker tape than actual printer. I'm talking about like car rental type dot matrix printers.
I don't drive, so I don't know what that is.
Remarkably specific.
Well, tell you what, it's the one location on Earth that is still like, you know what? Let's stick with the dot matrix printer. I think we're doing okay here. There's no reason for us.
And actually, a car rental is generally a really depressing tile. Never got out of the very early 90s.
Yeah.
So make the TARDIS like a car rental interior.
Maybe. Well, I tell you what, in this time of COVID, maybe the new console room will have like just plexiglass everywhere to encourage social distancing everywhere.
Yeah, between each sort of division of the console.
Like the walls are all plexiglass. The walls, the floors, everywhere, plexiglass.
And they don't travel anywhere. They just shelter in place.
Hooray! They just hang out there. Would there be... I mean, I do like the fact... It's a shame in a way that bookshelves are already used, so we can't necessarily use them as per the parameters of this question.
Well, that also means no bookshelf doctors.
That too.
How dare you?
I do love the bookshelves in Capaldi's TARDIS. I love how they augmented that. But maybe DVD shelves, maybe.
By the same token, that also means we can't have hidden drinks cabinets either.
Damn.
What is this crime against nature, Michelle?
I know. Like, this is like a bland room of plexiglass, I think, with mod swirls on it, because those are the only things that we haven't had in the TARDIS, essentially. We can't have... Well, I assume we can have chairs. Is that allowed? Because I've had a chair. You got to be able to sit down somewhere.
But no hat stands or coat racks.
No hat stands?
I think standard furniture things are allowed.
I guess so. Chaise lounges or something like that. I do. I think there should be more of those, more leaning couches. You know.
Would you have, from a style standpoint, would you have it more like a Capaldi thing where you have multiple levels and whatnot, or would you have it more like a Hartnell style where it's just one flat level but multiple rooms?
No, I think it'd be like a 1970s split level home. Essentially, I think that would be kind of cool.
It's just an Edmonton bungalow.
It's just a bungalow. Just a I mean, on the outside, yeah, that's the funny thing. It's the chameleon circuit only works on the inside. It's like, oh, we've landed in 1978 in Edmonton for the Commonwealth Games. And then you realize that, oh, the outside didn't change. We're still the police box. But on the inside, we're a 1970s bungalow. So that's great, TARDIS. Well done for that. So maybe they should just fix the chameleon circuit.
If it ever lands in 1978 at the Commonwealth Games in Edmonton, the show's in trouble.